Hey there, I'm Ian Douglas. I'm the author of the website techinterview.guide, and I'm here to help people with career advancement and interview preparation. My live stream on Twitch covers topics such as company research, how to build resumes and cover letters, applying for the job, getting through interviews, and what to do during negotiations. I've coached thousands and thousands of people over the years to get jobs at the biggest tech companies in the industry, and I'm here to help you too. The following episode is taken from a longer live stream event and may contain interactions with other people in chat. Check out the end of the episode for more information. Let's get to it.
Too low. Python engineer at Accenture. Yeah, let's go look at this one. Union Station. That's right downtown. $45 to $83 an hour. So if you want to convert an hourly rate to a salary, double it and add 3 zeros. So 45,000 or $45 an hour, approximately going to be about $90,000. So 90,000. This is a wide range, $90,000 to about $160,000. That's a huge range for a single job. Offers you the flexibility of local, fixed duration, project-based work powered by Accenture. So this is basically a consultancy shop, is what it sounds like, in that you're going to rotate on lots of projects. As an employee, you will apply your skills experience to help drive business transformation for, I'm already bored of buzzwords in here, and I'm like 2 sentences into this thing. In addition to delivering innovative solutions for our clients, you will work with highly skilled, diverse network of people across their businesses who are using the latest emerging technology. Buzzword bingo. If anybody remembers that old Dilbert cartoon of like they're handing out little bingo cards going into a meeting to play buzzword bingo, this one's hitting on a lot of those points here. Job description, single bullet point job description. They have a $70,000 salary range for one bullet point. Design, build integrations and data pipelines into and out of a production-enabled artificial intelligence operations platform. What does that even mean? I've been in the industry for 26 years, and I'd probably have to sit here for 20 minutes picking this apart to try to tell you what this actually means. I would break this single bullet point into like 5 bullet points to explain what it is you want me to do with this job, because this is now way too vague. Hello, did you brush your teeth? Okay. Basic qualifications. Minimum of 2 years experience with Python. Minimum of 1 year of experience working in Linux. And at least a high school diploma. All right. This is already like a billion times better than the Visio job post that we looked at, because these folks don't even care if you have a college diploma, university degree, or if you're a boot camp grad. They're like, if you got 2 years of experience and at least 1 year of that working in Linux, and you've graduated high school, we will consider you. That's fantastic. I already like this. This part I like. This part I like, because this now becomes very inclusive to the kinds of people who might want to apply for this kind of job. This is actually really, really good, and it's a pretty good range of salary. 2 years of experience, though, the minimum pay was $90,000. $90,000 is a little low for 2 years experience. For 2 years experience, I would expect that minimum to be closer to like 105 or 110 per year in the Denver area. 90K is a little low for 2 years of experience. Now, this also makes me wonder if they're going to contract you at an hourly rate. When you work for a contracting company like this, they're billing their client anywhere from 2.5 to 3 times your hourly rate. So they're paying you, let's round it at $50 an hour. They're charging their client like $150 an hour for you to work on their project. And so you are now expected to be an expert and all this kind of stuff, which can be a little daunting when you're newer in the industry. It can feel a little daunting. But I'm already kind of liking this. I would probably bump up that minimum pay a little bit, but this is also where negotiation is really important. When you get on that first phone call with a recruiter, they're going to ask you questions like, what's your pay expectation? You should know what your value is. If you've got 2 years of experience, you should be able to say 2 years experience in the Denver area should start around like 110 to 115. So I'd like to be making somewhere between like 110 and 120 based on the experience that I bring and the background that I bring and the kinds of projects that I've worked on, and basically really sell them on how you're bringing value to the company. That's how you start that negotiation on that very first call, and let them know that you know what your value is. That way, when they come back later, they've already got kind of an idea. Now, this range goes up to $83 an hour. And like I said, just doing some what we call napkin math, that's $160,000. If you only have 2 years of experience making $160K, that's silly. levels of salary. And this is also part of what's causing problems in the market right now, is these companies are trying to inflate these salaries, and now these tech companies are starting to do layoffs. Facebook did a hiring freeze not too long ago, and now other tech companies are starting to lay people off. Well, gee, I wonder if it's because you're paying someone with 2 years experience $160,000 a year. That's not really their value. I mean, there are people that might say, well, that is actually their value. Like, the market will bear that in some companies, but it's also going to cause economic problems. So there's a balance to be struck in there. For the state of Colorado only, this is your pay range. So I like that. I like that they've said for Colorado, this is your pay range. And a lot of other companies will say, like, hey, if you work in some other geographic area, we may adjust the pay based on where you live. I was talking with a recruiter recently who said, hey, you should come work for us. And I'm like, well, no, I've already got a job, but like, what do you pay? Like, what's your pay range? And I'll reach out to some friends. And they're like, well, it depends on where they live. And I'm like, well, it shouldn't, because they're bringing the same value no matter where they are. And they're like, well, we pay more if they live in a high geographic metro kind of area like New York or San Francisco. So I tweeted out, hey, everybody that applies for this job, tell them you live in New York or San Francisco so that you get the money that you're worth. Interviews will be conducted virtually. Requires all employees to be fully vaccinated. They will consider requests for accommodation during the recruiting process. Cool. We have an unwavering commitment to diversity. I already believe this because of the sort of the basic qualifications that they're looking for. This is actually very open and much more amenable to diverse people in the tech industry wanting to apply for this kind of job, because they don't have that really high bar that Vizio set in that other job post that we just looked at. Must have a bachelor's degree, must have, X years of experience, must know a gazillion programming languages, must, have worked on, incredible range of software and applications and blah, 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 blah. They're already excluding so many people from even applying for that job or even wanting to apply for that job. This one, I guarantee you, they've got like thousands of people applying for this job already. But that's also not a reason not to apply. Like, to see something like this and go, oh, geez, like everyone and their uncle and their dog is going to be applying for this job. Maybe, but you can still stand out. You can build the right kinds of projects. You can say the right things and get noticed. It's totally possible. So even if they've got tons of other people applying for the job, you can still go apply for that job.
Thanks for checking that out. I hope that you found it helpful. I always appreciate feedback, so please let me know what you think. I appreciate any subscriptions, so please tell your friends and colleagues about it as well. Check out the website techinterview.guide for more information about when I'm live streaming and all of my free content. Drop by a live stream anytime to ask questions or message me privately, whatever makes you most comfortable. See you next time.